Hollywood star Idris Elba doesn't want Ncuti Gatwa to be known as the Black Doctor. The Scot, born in Rwanda but who moved to Scotland when he was 2 and was brought up in Edinburgh and Dunfermline, took over from David Tennant as the 15th Doctor on Saturday. He became the first black actor in the lead role, and his first full episode in charge will be on Christmas Day. Earlier this month Ncuti, 31, claimed he would be bringing his beautiful blackness to the role. But Luther and Wire star Idris wants people to recognize Ncuti for his talent, not his skin color, something he also went through when he was favorite to become the new James Bond. Idris said, "I don't think the fact he is black makes any difference at all. It doesn't even need to be mentioned. It's like when I was being linked with the Bond role. I was getting called the first black Bond when in truth my color had nothing to do with if I was suitable for the role or not. Don't call Ncuti the Black Doctor, as it insinuates that it had anything to do with him getting the job. He got the job because he was the best qualified to play the Doctor, and that is what we need to be talking about. It's great for Ncuti that he has got one of the most iconic roles on British TV, and I am sure he is going to smash it." While Ncuti is safely in his role as the Doctor, the hunt for the new Bond is still ongoing. Daniel Craig quit after his 5th film, 2021's No Time to Die. Idris, 51, was an early favorite to take over but admitted he was put off competing for it as the debate about him playing 007 was dominated by a race. He made his point by stating that while Sean Connery is his ultimate Bond, the Edinburgh-born acting legend is never called the Scottish Bond. Idris said, "I thought Daniel was an incredible Bond, and it's going to be a difficult job for anybody that has to follow him. People will rightly refer to him, Sean, as the ultimate James Bond or best Bond, but nobody calls him the Scottish Bond. They appreciate him for what he was." The London actor had to go to the US to find fame, developing a Baltimore accent to play drug boss Russell Stringer Bell in US TV series The Wire. He has gone on to find Hollywood success in the Avengers franchise, Prometheus, The Suicide Squad, and in the title role in Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. In 2018 he filmed in Glasgow for Fast and Furious spin-off Hobbs and Shaw as Batty Brixton Lore. Video loading. Video unavailable. Click to play. Tap to play. The video will autoplay soon. 8 Cancel playing now. Idris said, "Glasgow was great when we were shooting Fast and Furious. Even though we brought the city to a bit of a standstill at times, everybody was so welcoming and patient with us. It was a really surreal experience because even though we were shooting in one of Scotland's iconic cities, we were actually using it to recreate London. There we are in the middle of Glasgow with a red London bus driving past us." Idris has worked on multiple projects every year since The Wire began in 2002. He made his directional debut in 2018's Yardie and in 2017 created In the Long Run, a comedy-drama TV series for Sky based on his East London childhood. This year he's starred in Apple TV Plus's Hijack, Luther, The Fallen Son, a Netflix film spin-off of his TV series, and Extraction 2. He also voiced Knuckles for next year's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and will voice and produce a TV spin-off of the character for Paramount+. In October Idris revealed he'd been in therapy for a year after unhealthy habits, namely being a workaholic, began affecting his personal life. As a dad of 3 who shares daughter Isan, 21, with ex-wife Kim Norgard and son Winston, 9, with ex-girlfriend Niana Garth and an older son, 31, he keeps out of the spotlight. Idris, who married Canadian model Sabrina Dower in 2018, is able to find enough time to relax at Christmas. He said, "As a father, it is now about seeing the joy of your children opening presents at Christmas, but I used to love receiving presents as a kid. I will always remember when I was about 10 or 11, I had an aunt who lived in Washington, D.C. who sent me these trainers that were not available in the UK. I still love my trainer collection now, but back then as a kid going to an inner-city London school with pumps nobody else could get, I felt like the absolute man. I think that was my favorite present ever." Although he doesn't live with all his children, Christmas, as always, will be family-orientated. The actor, who is also a respected DJ, said, "I love Christmas Day. My mum is a sensational cook, and in the day, the kitchen is the social hub of the house. After dinner is over, we crank the music up, more booze comes out. To be honest, Christmas Day at the Elbas has been known to get a little naughty. I always overindulge with food and booze at Christmas, but I end up being healthy in January and get back in shape." The Doctor Who special is on Christmas Day, BBC One at 5:55 p.m.